You gotta love the interior in this truck though. It is so cool. Nothing. Before it was making some sort of buzzing sound as if the starter wasn't engaging or just having some sort of electrical issue. So I'm going to pull all of these connections here at the starter relay, clean it up, and then see if that fixes it. So Big Bob's giving me trouble starting again. I'm just going to check the battery here, and looks like 12.43 volts. That's a pretty decent reading, so the battery's okay. And I'll see what happens when we go to start it. Big Bob is being a pain in the butt to start, and I'm assuming that these connections here at the starting regulator are kind of grimed up. So we're just going to go through and actually pull them all off and wire brush them clean. And look here at our hot wire coming off of the starter. Look at all that corrosion on there. So we're going to get rid of that. Not the worst I've seen, but these definitely all need some cleaning. Clean this terminal off itself, and then we'll actually clean off the ends here where it's making contact on both sides. Much better. Your negative battery cable isn't touching this positive here, because when you can't get it to start right, you can just go right between the two, short it out, and then it makes the connection right here from the battery. So just make sure these aren't touching. This way it won't zap itself. Hooked up the battery on Big Bob. Let's give him a test start here. Let's go, Big Bob. It's gonna hit the pedal here 2 times. And here we go. There he is. What a monster. What a monster, Big Bob. Hell yeah. Always starts right up. And that's it, problem solved. Our starter regulator was just a little bit corroded. Now it's fixed. Hell yeah. Another thing I'm about to do is replace this nasty exhaust muffler under Big Bob, because I noticed a bunch of you commenting about it. And yeah, it's been like this since I bought the truck, and there have been more important things like the drive shaft, brakes, brake lines breaking, getting it running good and everything. I get Big Bob from over there. It's over here, getting near the welder. So let's get him over here. Battery to get plugged in. As we've got some maple syrup over there boiling away. There he is. Good man, Big Bob. All right, let's get you maneuvered into spot here now. Hard to do this one-handed, manual steering, but we're doing it. All right, good back here. Watch that. All right, perfect. Big Bob coming into position. Yeehaw! All right, a little forward action now. This exhaust line right up here by the side of the garage. Perfect. Big Bob is in place. Let's get the welder out and get this old exhaust cut off. Got the welder plugged into my extensions so this way I can reach out here. I'm gonna crack our argon CO2 mix all the way open. And then over here, open it up. So we see about 25, 30 CFH. Good. Now here, once we are ready, we'll turn it on. Probably gonna be down here at about B voltage and turn down the wire speed a little bit, because this is just a little regular, probably 16 gauge steel here, nothing too thick. But this is what we're gonna do, get it welded in. First things first, we gotta get this thing cut off. Here's our old muffler, and I'm just gonna go ahead and cut right here. Get this thing cut off. That's it. Goodbye to you. Here's our new muffler, and it's going to line up nicely right to there. So we're just going to have to go through and clean up this metal, so this way we have a good mating surface for the weld. So come through here, clean this all up. All right, everything is cleaned up, good to go. Ground off a spot here too to clamp our ground to. Time to get this thing set, and we will weld it up. Just like that. Get a nice butt weld. Made my first tack. Didn't film it because it's hard to do this one-handed for you guys, but you can see there, tacked in, and I'm just gonna go around, get a few more tacks around it, make sure it's all lined up, and weld a nice bead all around it. Looks like I've got this lined up pretty nice. Barely any gap between the two pieces of pipe, so let's get this spot here tacked in. Nice. One here. Hell yeah. Old, new. Oh yeah. All right, let's do this. Not my best welds, but it's just an old truck. Not too concerned, but it's on there. All right, there we have it. Stopped at about halfway through the truck because it's plenty far enough away from the cab. But we've got an exhaust that is welded up. Looks good. Way better than that thing was. But now the real fun, let's crank it up and hear what it sounds like. That's what we all want to know. Oh, Big Bob. Oh yeah. Sounds good. Much better than it was. Hell yeah. Big Bob sounds good. I'm real happy with it. Oh yeah. Good man, Big Bob. Thanks for watching. My little glove box has been busted ever since I've had the truck, so this here broke off. These tabs broke off, and I'm gonna refabricate it somehow so I can get this thing working again. So a few months later, I finally fixed the glove box on Big Bob. Hell yeah. I had to actually weld a little bit extra metal onto this tab and then do the same with the tiniest welds in the world ever and weld up onto these tabs here on both sides. I had to build up weld along these tabs to where the screw goes through because these two little upper parts had snapped off. So now these are welded back together and this thing can stay here, and same thing at the top, and voila. Hell yeah. One final fix I just made on Big Bob was that the brake pedal kept sticking. And when you push down, you'd actually have to hook your foot underneath it to release it when you would stop. And that was really